Hi, everybody. I feel so refreshed. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good afternoon, good evening if you're from another part of the world. I do remember young, I do remember someone who reached out to me who subscribed to the channel who was from Ireland, and I was so excited. I have been to Ireland. That part of it's beautiful. I'm sorry. It just is. The history, the people, the food. Of course, that was never my interest. Just so, thank you for the break last night. It felt good. I'm going to try to balance myself a little bit better. I'm off for a few days. I'm going to take a nap later today. I did get a bunch of new cards. They were super cheap. Like the deck I'm going to introduce today is Apparition, a spirit deck, tarot deck. Now, I'm going to hold up the regular size deck. An example. So you kind of see the difference. I'm not telling you where I bought them from because you'll judge me. No, it wasn't Temu. It was just as bad. And the delivery, I basically never thought I would get these. I ordered these, oh my God, I don't even know, a while ago. Over a month ago. But it felt like forever, you know what I mean? Anyway, I'm so glad you're here. I know you're here. I've been told. Oopsie. All right, so let's begin with a general reading, kind of like an energy reading on the vibe right now. I'm not going to spend a lot of time on this, just, a little bit. I have never used these cards before. I want you to know that. I have a candle here with me. I did sage these. Swear to God, you guys, this place smelled like my dorm room. It was crazy. And I kept thinking, someone's going to knock on my door and say, "Excuse me, what are you doing in there?" As if it's their business, right? But at any rate, it was really funny. I hope I have shuffled these enough. This, like I say, this is just a general reading. I want to get a feel for the cards. One more. Okay. One more. Okay. This is the back of them. I mean, they're just, when I tell you that they fit in my hand, in fact, here's the middle card, the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups. Kind of pretty. I don't know. We'll see. They were so inexpensive that if I don't like them, I'm not going to cry over it. You know what I mean? I mean, I don't like to waste money, and I don't need to stash another 6 decks that I don't use. I have so many decks. It becomes, for anybody who's new out there, it becomes like you're compelled. Like I have to get more cards. I just do. Okay. General energies. of the United States. If you comment to me, please let me know where your comment where you are. I just find it interesting. That's all. You don't have to give me your address. Just say I'm in Helena, Montana, or whatever. Especially if you're from Europe or the Middle East or South America, whatever. It just makes me really happy. Okay, let's do a 5-card spread. Lindsay, are you here today? Hi. Told you I was going to say something. 7 of Pentacles. Ace of Swords. 7 of Pentacles. Is that walking away? Eight of Wands. The Hanged Man. Look how cute these cards are. The Hanged Man. Now, you know, part of it, ooh, I'll get to this one in a minute. Part of for me, the tarot experience, I don't necessarily have to go look at a book and see what does that mean, because every deck is just a little different. I don't know if anybody feels the same way, but I do. Okay. Hang on one second. I don't know how to pause this thing, so I'm not going to. I need to look something up. Okay. 7 of Pentacles. This is kind of reaping the rewards, I guess. I'm not sure about the question mark. However, that's what I'm feeling with this card. The Ace of Swords. Well, now you all remember the Ace of Swords and the Rider-Waite, for those of you who've been, following others, and not just me, but or you may have your own cards, etc. The Ace of the Swords, is a card of power, a card of, as I see it, the law at the highest level, not necessarily a particular court, just the law. Ace of Swords. And swords are sharp. They cut both ways. But typically when I see a card with swords, I think of surgery. It's possible that someone is having that. I think of the law. I think of courts, etc. The next card out is the Eight of Wands. Now, the Eight of Wands is typically a card where you've just gotten out of, a challenging time, and you're just leaning on one sword, essentially, for next moves, right? in this card, the Eight of Wands, you see the wands and you see the car, and it is trying to get away. I'm not sure a car can traverse this thing here. You know what I mean? But the Eight of Wands is a card in this way. Looks like release. Like, I am out of here. No, you're not. Because you're not going to get over that hump. The Hanged Man. In suspension. I don't mean suspense like a movie. I mean the individual is in suspension. Here's what I find interesting. There's a building back here on some land with the tower, not the tower, but like a pointy roof line and a chimney and all of that. Then you see the rainbow, a boat, maybe a ship with an anchor. So rather than just having one individual being, hanging in suspension, I think we've got lots. I think there have been, when I see that ship, I think of oligarchs, that boat with the anchor. He's literally just, teetering on the brink. The last card, Justice. So the Ace of Swords isn't necessarily surgery, but it could be that, or health or medical or something. But I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing that. See this sword? Same shape almost. There are two swords here. And not that you would look at it sideways, but if you look at it sideways, these are the top pieces cut off of this. If I put one of these on there and one of these on there, they would be in balance. So the scales of justice are not balanced right now. This is very interesting. Very interesting. Remember how we were talking about something major happening? Something big? Everybody was saying it. I feel it. I don't know what it is. I don't. However, these cards reminded me of, it's so easy for me to shuffle these. Watch this. Of course, now that you're like watching. Oh, never mind. Don't watch this. But, okay, now, the plane. The plane. The plane that, as it turns out, was not an offer as a gift. It was asked for. He has absolutely no humility or no... I'm so embarrassed every day by this fool on the hill. I really am. I'm embarrassed every day. Let's let's talk to the creator. Let me make sure I've got my wands in the right hand. Have I got this in the right hand, creator? Yeah? Okay. All right. Hello, creator. How are you? Busy, right? But you have a lot of help. You've got Archangel Michael and Ariel and Archangel Gabriel and like millions more that I obviously don't know of. You've got a lot of help, and a lot of the souls that are up there that were here even recently are ready to answer questions or give you a hand with something. I don't know how things work, obviously. If I've been there, which is more likely than not, before, I don't have a memory of it. It would be very cool if I did. A lot of people do. All right, Spirit, I want to talk to you about Felon 45. I want to talk to you about this airplane. Okay. Was the airplane a gift? Okay. Thank you, Creator. Please clear. Was the airplane in response to a request? Can you please give me an airplane? And we're paying for it, aren't we? $400 million? Is that right? I'm sorry. Dude, I want my money back. You want to take away all my stuff? I want my money back and give me a full check. I've already added up every amount I have contributed to Social Security with my first job at age 16 at an office supply store that was awful to, to today or yet whatever. I want my money. No, I don't have any goons to come after you. But I've got people like Letitia James and um, others who will just leave unnamed, governors, attorney generals around the country, and I want my money. And I'm not alone. I want my money. I don't trust you. I just don't. You've given me no reason to trust you because you are clearly. All right, I'm done. Stopping the rant. Thank you. No, I'm not going to go on. No. Mm-mm. Okay, Spirit. Did Qatar, which is how you pronounce it, not Qatar, but okay. Did Qatar recently take back their offer over the plane as a result of all the noise in the world, but in the United States in particular, for all the noise going on over, you know, we don't want to pay for that. Um, what say you, Spirit? Yes? That's what I thought. I I don't know if I read anything. I may have heard that, but actually reading something. I don't recall that. By the way, everybody watch Rosie from last night. She's just, she's, Shelly, she has the good juju. The good juju in, bad juju out. That just cracks me up. By the way, if anybody is here that doesn't know Shelly, you really need to subscribe to her channel. Oh my gosh, I can't even remember the name. She is on, let's see. Yep. Healing Truth Tarot. That's Shelly's channel right there. You should probably subscribe. She's got the good juju. She does. Of course, she has 11,000 subscribers. They know her too. She's a very good soul. Spirit, tell me a little bit. Let's talk a little bit about the three-letter agency that begins with an F. It's only 3 letters. You all know what I mean. Is Cash the Monster, that's what I'm calling him for now. Is Cash the Monster trying to help Felon 45 shut down, literally shut down, the 3-letter agency that I just mentioned? Yes. My body is getting old blows, okay? It doesn't, I mean, getting old itself is okay. It's cool. But the aches and pains and it's going to rain here and all that, it's just awful. You don't see it necessarily on the outside. But anyway, back to this. Tell me about the F. Are they trying to dismantle it? Because he doesn't like them. Because they were mean to him. They didn't treat him good. Poor little boy. You got hurt by the F agency? That's a shame. Wait till you get a load of the International Court. Although, I think Felon 45 will be rescued by being unalive by the time those kinds of legal actions hit the TV, and they will hit the TV. Speaking of which, I have this on super low for my kids. Screw it, I'll just shut it down. Okay, it's off. If it was bothering anybody, I'm so sorry. I hit it on super softly. So they're trying to shut the F agency down, and they're getting a lot of help from the director. I happened to catch a video of, who is that woman? You know, she's very pretty. She has dark hair. Anyway, it'll come to me. And she was being questioned by Congress. And do you know what the first this is and the last, all about the Congressional Powers Act in the Constitution? And so there, how many times has this ever happened in the United States? She said, well, I think Abraham Lincoln. 4. She said 1. They said 4. And they went on and on to completely tear her a new opening. The name will come to me. And then you've got, okay, wait, let's go back. The F agency. Will they be successful in the dismantling of the F agency? What do you guys think? Thank you. Yeah, I'm good. I'm good. I don't think so. I think that they will get massive pushback from red hats. It's so much easier when I use that term because you all know who I mean. From even the red hats, maybe not all of them. The bill itself, that big, beautiful bill, is not going to pass. Let me ask, Spirit, is Felon 45's big, beautiful bill that leaves the poorest of the poor out in the cold, among other horrific things, will the 3-letter agencies, both one with the F, one with the C, and Congress, the House, will they allow this dismantling? Nope. Anyone thirsty? You know what I mean. I need water. I'm thirsty. Time goes so fast on here. I need to just get started with it and stop talking. Yeah, I'm thirsty. What's the tea, guys? What do we want to know? We want to know when. I mean, I'm not going to lie and say that I haven't gotten a multitude of comments and emails, believe it or not. Please, just tell me right here. I won't tell anyone. I can't sleep. I can't this. I get you. I feel your pain. Literally, I do. Nobody wants to know more than I do. I remember before I started my channel watching, Linda G and Sterling and Sheila and Libby from Maighstir Tarot. She's amazing. I believe I'm pronouncing that correctly. I hope I am. It's spelt in, it's not spelled phonetically. You can find her. It's, I'll, I'll, I'll put her at the bottom of I'll put it on my description. She's so great. Oh my God. And the way she lays the cards out using the most gentle. Everybody, a lot of the women might notice this. I'm not being like what's the word for it? Stereotypical. I'm just saying, she just the most gentle thing, and it's mesmerizing for me. She's just so good. So good. So good that sometimes it gets scary because what she's saying is so unpalatable in some respects based on her reading, depending on the topic. It's really hard. However, is she good? Oh, heck yeah. All right. What's the tea? It's all right. We'll go over a little bit. It's okay. Let's see what's going on with Congress. Unbothered. Sure, they don't give they don't want to work. They don't work. The Democrats work. But the red hats? Oh, no, 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 no. They're taking vacations and running around. The quintessential felon 45 card. Clout hungry. It's like a little mouse eating. Says anything, does anything, makes SH up, dramatic. Would you agree? A subscriber of mine who is now a friend, she loved this deck so much she bought it. It's cute. She's so cute. Anyway, travel, yeah. Congress needs a vacay on our dime because they're always partying. You may not hear about it, but I know about it. And they're all sitting there with fake smiles. Because they're just too busy winning. There. Oh, just winning and winning. They're just so busy winning that, that we are broke arse. But they're living fat off the hog. And they do a lot of this too. And why? Essentially, they're living in their ego. I know the minute I can remember for me, and Linda Grindle, she still says it, you must allow. You have to step aside and get out of your own way. Those are her words of advice, and it's so true, and it's so hard. And every single day when I find myself getting in my way, I stop and remember my words of wisdom from her. Hurt ego getting in the way of relationships. Now remember, a relationship doesn't have to be love. It can be a boss and an employee. It can be a coworker, all that. Yeah, they're given lots of money. They are being given money, but not like it used to be. In fact, yeah, no, not like it used to be. And it is my belief that the Red Hat Party will do that. I really mean that. I said it a long time ago. And this is my last card for this reading. They are happiness haters. They simply want to make you as physically uncomfortable as they can possibly make you, which on a personal note, I'm there already, so maybe I'm coming back around the end. I wish you love. I wish you all your dreams to come true, safety, good health. If you're going through a tough time right now, I wish you resolution, and that goes out to everyone. You know who I'm talking about. It could be you if you're sitting there going, And most importantly, I wish